Perfect. So welcome back, guys. And we are on week four. So we're halfway through. We're almost there, and now we are getting into the nitty-gritty stuff because we had the basic setup, your profile, learning how to having the right mindsets to attract the right reality, to attract the right business, to get the right brand deal. So all the foundations are now set. So now we're moving on to the AI and all the systems. To this week is gonna be a lot. I might even need a bonus round for you guys because all the software and all the setups need a lot of explanation. So there might be a part two to this if I run out of time. Okay. So I just wanted to go over a little bit of the homework with the mindset, whatever came up with the things that we mentioned. If we mentioned about millionaires, jets, yachts, houses, vacations, Jeff Bezos, Oprah, um, all these millionaires, billionaires, what comes to mind? What's the auto little voice that comes to mind? Is it money is hard to get, money doesn't grow on trees, or all millionaires or all rich people are evil? Whatever it is, just we had to write it down and we want to start going through those limiting beliefs. And if you need a extra help, book the appointment with me so I can break down all these limiting beliefs with you guys and really open up because I've been in this business, online business for 12 years now. And I can say that mindset, every time when I unlock a new level, more abundance, more money will come to me in many shapes or form. So this is very important. I don't want you guys to miss any of these. So I really want you guys to take the time for the week three mindset. But nonetheless, let's move on to this week. This week is all about AI systems and softwares. The main three softwares I use is Repurpose.io, ManyChats, and System.io. These three helps me to be omnipresent in all platforms. Omnipresent meaning that I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, everywhere. Okay. But I only do the work once. And how I am able to repurpose everything to multiple platforms with the help of repurpose.io. That is one of this main thing that helps me repurpose everything without me being online, keep pressing post. So I'll go over this software today. And then ManyChats is where I tag on to my Facebook and my Instagram. So you'll see that next week when we create viral reels, meaning that reels that are getting a lot of engagement, people are messaging you for more information for your service, no matter if it's a physio or a home service or coaching or a product, whatever it is, you're getting engagement that people want your service or product. So when they comment, you want to be replying them right away. And that's why we leverage ManyChat as an automation that triggers the word, and then we can set it up so that it will send the proper information to these leads. And last one is System.io is where we are trading the name and email for what we're giving them, whatever. So if it's like a product, then we want their name and email so we can contact and follow up with them, and we send them the link to whatever product it is. If it's a service, you can book a call with with you on System.io. So all these three are the minimum software that we must have in order to leverage AI and software so that you're not always in front of the computer answering or copy and pasting the same information that you want to send to your leads. So these three we'll go over. Some are paid, some are free. There are free options, there are paid options. But as you go on, like these monthly fees are not that much. It's $10 to $20, but it's so much worth it because you're buying your time back and you're getting to your leads on time. Okay. So before we get into that, I want to show you first the Repurpose IO. Repurpose IO is the one that where we can this one. So what do you see? Hold on. Is this one? Yeah, there we go. So repurpose.io here is the main kind of layout. We logged in and this is the back end. So we have a workflow, we have connection. First, we want to make sure we have all the connections first. So at the same time, it gives you all the templates if you want. It gives you the templates of what to connect to. But we want to connect our programs to repurpose.io first. So as you can see, some of them are inactive, so Zoom or TikTok or whatever. So I want to go over a couple today so that you guys can really see how you can connect everything, and then I'll do a simple workflow so you have a simple idea of how to use repurpose.io for your benefit. So let's say if I do Zoom calls, I do Zoom coaching calls with my clients, I do Zoom calls or group coaching, and I want to repurpose part of that onto different platforms like TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube. Normally, you can hire a assistant or virtual assistant or even do it yourself. But with this, you can pretty much just set it up. So I want to set up from Zoom to, let's say, YouTube, then I need to connect both. So first, I want to connect Zoom first. So you just give that a name. So for me, it's the Zoom Chinese, and then we want to connect it to it. And then it brings you to the Zoom webpage that you requires you to allow it. So then you want to give it permission to have repurpose, to have permission to repurpose your content somewhere else. So as you can see, once you connect it, it will have a green active icon, and then you want to connect it to your YouTube as well, like whichever YouTube platform you want. Like you can have multiple different channels. For me, I have a health YouTube channel, I have a Chinese YouTube channel, and I have another YouTube channel here. So you want to really connect everything so that you can repurpose it. So once you have everything connected, we want to go to the workflow. The workflow meaning what do you want it what do you want it to happen, right? So let's say for the Zoom, so I have one right here that's pre-set up, but we can also set up a new one. So create a new workflow. We have a name for that. So let's say it's Zoom to YouTube. Okay. So I want to put a name that is easily to get and I don't need to guess about it. And then now you choose the source, meaning where do you want to take the content from? So in this case, we want to take Zoom, and because you can have multiple Zoom connections. So again, if the dropdown has one, that means you only have one Zoom account connected, and then you press next. And then action, what do you want the repurpose this software to do with the Zoom video, right? You want to upload it or convert it to audio? Again, like if you want the whole video, you press upload the whole video. And then there's two different options where you can have the full video or snippets. Full video is like pretty much the whole thing. Snippets are like kind of bite-sized pieces, maybe less than a minute or even 30 seconds, so that you can repurpose on like Instagram or repurpose it on TikTok. So in this case, I'm just going to do the full video. And destination, where do I want it, right? Where do I want it to go? So in this case, let's have it go to my YouTube, right? And again, to have all these drop down for the destination, we have to have the connections done beforehand. That's why connection is always the first step, and then workflow second. And then we want to choose the destination, the YouTube channel, and then what playlist do you want it to go into? And do you want the full video or the shorts? And then if you just want it to go into shorts, which is less than a minute, then this is what you want. But usually if previously we said the full video from Zoom, so most likely you can't do shorts, you have to do video, then you press done. Once this is done, it will create the workflow. And once it's done, you can see it in the workflow tab. And this is what it pulled out from my Zoom account, what is in my Zoom account and what can be scheduled out. So again, you can have it automatically right here, where if you toggle this over on the other side, every time when there's a new Zoom on your Zoom account, it'll automatically post on the YouTube channel that we linked, okay? So if we go back to our workflow, we can go into a existing one that I have. So let's say I want my YouTube going to TikTok, okay? This is what it is, the one that I highlighted it. And I can see that there's 1160 content in my YouTube that I can repurpose onto my TikTok. So if we go in, it will list out what it is, what I have on my YouTube, and what I can bring to TikTok, because that's what the flow is. And you can just adjust all these tabs to see different content. You can refresh, and then you can also get new ones if this is not the newest one that you have. So again, if you want to create snippets, you can go in and just click it, and then I actually edit it from here. Let's say I want to start it here. So if I want to start it here or closer, or you can even like have it on here. So it's very flexible where you can literally edit and then play snippets, and then you can cut it out for uploading on TikTok. So you can set a preset, or you can just set it. So you can, once you snip it, you can schedule it out. This is one way, or the other ways you can see that I have active for automated. So let's do automated on here. See which one. So let's say this one is my Zoom, which is automated to, oh, I just closed it, sorry. So let's view the content. So as you can see, this is from Zoom to my YouTube, and it's always automated, meaning that every time when there is a new YouTube, it publishes by itself and it goes into my YouTube account. And from the eye, like we can click it here, and it brings us to the video that was uploaded. So you can see that this saves you a lot of time instead of repurposing it on yourself on a regular basis. So this is what repurpose.io can do. So the workflow can be multiple different accounts. So inactive meaning that there might be something wrong. Like you can see there's a many error message that I need to fix on my connection. So sometimes when the connections fall off, then the whole automation will be on pause. So then you have to go back into here and then just press reconnect. And then the automation would restart again. So if it's TikTok, then again, you have you want to publish and then reconnect, and then it will ask you to sign. So I use the QR code because it's the easiest way to sign on to the TikTok account. So I would try this one. Okay. So if I use the QR code and then I just take out my phone and then I sign on to my phone TikTok account, and then on the top, there should be the 3 lines on the top of the profile, the 3 lines, and then choose my QR code like that. And then on the top right, I have a scan function like that. And then I just scan the QR code on the screen. And once I have confirmed, the repurpose.io will automatically scan, and then I'll be brought to this page that I'll ask for permission from TikTok to repurpose, and you want them all toggle green. This way, again, I just reset up my TikTok Chinese, and then now it's active. So when we go back to our workflow, if we find some so here we go. We have my TikTok YouTube to Chinese. So it's taking my TikTok Chinese to my YouTube Chinese, and it's on auto and it's active, and there's 65 content that they are they did it already. As we go in and we can see it's published, and we can press the I to bring us to the YouTube that is posted for us. So it's very straightforward. You can press republish again, and you can also edit all these captions when posting. So there are many different options that you can choose from. So most of the time, the auto ones that I toggled on is because I know I want the caption from, let's say, TikTok to YouTube directly. I don't need to change anything. But the ones that I feel like I need to have some kind of change, then I have it on manual. So let's say my Instagram to TikTok under my health account, then we can reactivate it. So we need the Instagram connection, then we need to go back to the connection and connect it again. So we connected Instagram, and Instagram is always linked to the your Facebook page account. So if you don't have a Facebook page, it will not let you link to repurpose.io. So this is, again, like, it needs a lot of authentication, but once you authenticate once, then you should be fine. Let me authenticate right now on my phone. On my phone on Facebook, then it will let me in like this. Continue as Ben Y. Get started. And then it will want me to log into my individual Instagram accounts as well. So if I log in here, so you have multiple accounts, you want to log into the ones that you want to Instagram to post on. So let's see. Let's hope I can. Okay, I'll stop sharing because I need to enter my password. Let's see if I can do. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah. Bear with me one moment. So there are a lot of security happening, which is totally fine because once you authenticate it once, then you're fine. So setting up this will save you. Also, because my Facebook actually have a lot of different professional pages. As you can see, I have my Benyum Wellness and my real account. So you want them all so that repurpose have access to all of your Instagram pages. So you want to just go next and done. So linking your account. So once it's done, it will allow it again. So you can see my Instagram is active right here. And then we can go back to workflow. And as you can see, all my Instagrams are now active. So if we go back to Instagram health, then we can see the health content. And because it's not on auto, it's on manual. So you can see that we need to schedule it out. Okay. So let's say we want to schedule this one out. We can change the caption or leave a comment, and we can even edit the cover image. So, and then we can either publish now or schedule a different date. Let's say if you want it to have a different date, we can schedule it on June 26th, which is tomorrow at a certain time. You can change it as well to AM, to whatever it is that you feel like is matching your demographic. It matches your account, right? So we schedule it. So once we schedule it, you can see it's queued up. So this is the thing that if you do manual, then we need to come in and press it every time. If you know that you want the same content, same caption, everything, the length is the same, then we can put it on auto. So that's the difference between auto and manual. So some I have on auto, some I have it on manual. So that's the difference. And this is the main software so that we can be omnipresent, being on different platforms. So this is one of the platforms that we are gonna use. So, and then we have our next one, which is, let me see, ManyChats. ManyChats, can you see my screen? Okay, it's not. ManyChats is used on Instagram. So ManyChat is another software that we want to tie in with our Facebook and Instagram. So as you can see, it automated a lot of comments, even our story, and even in our DMs, in our Instagram DMs. So I'll let you see some automations. So this is a new automation that you can click here and build. So I'll show you what I have done with a automation that is existing already. But if you want to build a new one, we click the new automation. So coming in, it's just like a flow chart. So whatever gets triggered right here, then what do we do? So we want to first go in here and see what is getting triggered, right? So first is which reel or which post do you want it to be triggered from? So you can either click it for all or specific ones, okay? And then what is the trigger word? What is the word that people comment on your reel for this automation to be triggered? So for this particular one, I set that it's pink. So whoever as an audience, as my followers or whoever on Instagram who sees my reel, who after watching the reel wants more information, if they comment on that reel pink, it will trigger this whole automation. And this automation will give them this reply. I have 3 right here, but it's randomized. So it might give them this one, or it might give them this one, or it might give them this one. After the reply on comments, it will trigger a direct message to the Instagram person who commented pink. Okay, so there's 2 things that are happening. One is a public reply to their comment. Second is a direct message, private message to the person who commented pink. And on the comment, I would have something like this. Hi, whoever it is, I got your comment. If you want to learn more about this drink, then click the link below. Then it'll have a link right there. And then when they click, they will see this, okay? They will see the supplement that I was promoting. And then I get to have a voice note that you can pre-record that will give them a more personal touch instead of just text and pictures. And then I also have a third one where it's a click. So I can show you later on where how this ends up in the visuals for the person who commented. So again, from the post, there's a trigger, they comment, we reply, we go into their DMs, we send them more info, and then once they click this button, it will give them more info on the product that they opt in for. And then afterwards, there is more delays. So I wanted to be more personal and like a real person. That's why I set these delays, 6 seconds and 2 seconds. I have another voice note in there. And that way we know what we're sending out and we're giving them a lot more replies than just opting in. And the great thing about ManyChat is that it gives you a lot of stats. How many were sent, how many were open, if they open, if did they click it, right? opening meaning they open this message, yeah? And then clicking it is where the user will click on something that I give them for the next step. So in this case, although I sent out 4,000 messages, but 44, so 2,194 clicked it to the next step, which is very normal. We have opt-ins, we have click-through rate, and we have people who buy it, who purchase rate. So usually a good click-through rate is around 20%. A good buy-in rate is around 2 to 5%. So it's always a numbers game, okay? So from your reel, you might have a lot of people coming in from your Instagram reel saying that they want it, they opt in for more information. But keep in mind that from opt-in to actually clicking, you will lose some people, which is normal. It's very, very, very normal, okay? So as we go down the funnel, we can see that it'll lessen, we're qualifying people who really wants it, who really wants this solution for their problem. In this case, it's a gut drink. It's a drink that helps them with bloating. So out of 16,000 people, we are ending up with 800 something people who actually heard my voice note, click into the actual buy-in link. Okay. So, and then finally we follow up with a message. Did that work out for you? And that's the automation for that one particular reel. Okay. I also have different reels because every reel I'll have a different trigger word. Trigger word meaning at the very end of the reel, I will ask them to comment a certain word. So these words are in bracket right here. So if I want them to comment gut, guide, sugar, fire, youth, these are all coming from different reels, and I want them to have different landing pages or links that they want to buy. So here's another one where I want them to comment on any of my posts. If they comment water, then these will be replied in the comments. Once they have the comment, I'll send them a direct message having, hi, I saw your comment, here's more of the info. And then I will wait for a bit. This is what we have set up. We wait for 1 day, and then we follow up with another message with this, hey, have you taken the opportunity to watch a short video? And I give them, if they watch it or if not. If they haven't watched it, I send them back to, as you can see, I send them back to this, I send them back to, from here, I send them back to step 1. Okay, so if you see this button, I send them back to step 1. If they watched it, then we move to the next message that we want them to take action in. And we go on to more information. And if they're ready to buy, and if they are not, then I go back to more info, or here I have the order form. This one, I want more studies. So because it came from this message, again, we have all the stats and who clicked it, and it collects all the data and all the contacts as well. So we have all the contacts here of what they came in from. We can see what trigger word they came in from and what they opt in from. So this is ManyChat, where we set up automations to reply to the interested buyers or clients who wants to work with whatever you're promoting on that particular reel, on that particular video. So let's say if I want to build a new one from scratch, okay? Are you guys seeing this? This one? Oh, yeah, you're seeing this, okay. So from scratch, so this is a brand new automation. Let's say new trigger, what's triggering it? Is it a ad, a reel, a story, or a referral link? For this, I want to use it as the Instagram reel that we post. And then here you can see it's either all posts or a particular one. Let's say I want them for this particular reel that I have, then I click on it. If it's all posts, then you press all posts, okay? So you can choose. So for this one, let's just, for this one particular specific post, okay? And then we press continue to step 2, because there's 3 steps on setting up the trigger. What specific word do we want, right? So if we go back to the reel, I had it as how or learn, okay? These are the specific words that I want, or you can even press any comment. So usually is a word that we want, so it's very specific, and we're qualifying these people on Instagram, that making sure that you actually want what we are telling them. So for this one, let's just put learn, and we can press continue so that we are finishing our trigger automation. And here is a public reply to the comment. So this can be sent it over, check in inbox, and sent. So just for the purpose of this demo video, I'm just going very short, but you can customize it anything you want. You can even add emoji. Yeah, so here we save. So now we have the trigger. What happens with this particular reel, what specific word and what we reply. Once it's done, then you can see that this is all set up. Then what happens? Then we choose what happens. Because there was a trigger, then what do we want this software to do? What do we want ManyChats to do? We can set up an email. We can have an action, a condition. Conditioning meaning you are going into more complicated stuff, if and that. And then we can even randomize a action that we have, and a smart delay, which I mentioned earlier, which make it more like a human. So you can delay it for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, a day. So for this example, let's just keep it simple to just sending them a Instagram chat, a direct message, right, on Instagram. So on the left side, I would say, hi, thank you for your comment. Here is the link to more info. So this is the message, okay? This is the message that they would see, the direct message, the private message, and then add a button. This button will give you more options. Usually I want them to go to a web page. So in this case, we can click here and add an emoji, because people aren't always the brightest. You want to be very, very, very clear, okay, no guessing. Or you can even add press button below, like give them clear instructions, okay? So this is this is what they would see, and this is what they would click. But before we click, we need a URL. So it can be a YouTube video or your purchase link or your landing page, whatever it is, we can get them to open. So in this case, I'm just making this up for now. And we press done. So this is a very simple 2-step automation from ManyChat, which was triggered from my reel, the word of learn, and then I will send them a direct message going them to the link that I want them to go. So once it's all done, then we can press set live, or we can preview it. Previewing meaning like, oh, so this person, after they comment learn, this will be in their direct message. And once they click that, and then it will bring them to a landing page, which is what I entered. So if this is ready, then you can go on set live, then this automation is live. So whenever someone on Instagram on this particular, because we set it specific reel, triggers when they comment learn, then our automation will send them a comment and a direct message. So you can see here, it can get very, very complicated. So let's see. So it can be a complicated one, but I would start off with a very simple one to get used to ManyChats. So for this one, we can explore again. So it's from whatever triggers a cookbook, then I'll be sending up this direct message. And then from there, this one has not been live yet. So this is just something that I've been making, and then it'll send them a second message with all these, and then a follow-up message, and that's it. So, and then which one? So most of them are like that. So a trigger, a direct message, and then a delay, and then a follow-up message, and then depending on the follow-up message, more options. So this is how ManyChat works, and we want to leverage that so that you can get back to your leads right away and give them the direction that they should go to get more info or book a call with you or buy the product or service that you're promoting. So there is a free version for ManyChats, but it only allows you for one particular automation. So the one that I have is a paid service that gives me different automation. So you can see that I have many different automations here. And the great thing about it is that it runs automatically and it keeps on running. Even let's say I have a grounding mat that's a old post, but if someone goes on it and still comments Matt, it will still send out these things in the replies. It will still send out this as the direct message, and it will give them the options. So this is the message that they would see, and then it will give them two options. And then one option is to the grounding mat, where they can click and buy it right away. And this is a free guide that I give them. So most of people, as you can see, 13 went into the grounding mat link. So this is another affiliate product that I was promoting, where 15 people came into this particular reel and 13 of them clicked into the buy link. So this is generating me income as we speak, and it's on automation. So if you do the reel properly, it should continuously drive leads to this automation so that you are consistently getting leads and consistently getting sales. So in terms of how we structure our reel or videos, that will be on next week, how to produce content that is converting or creating leads for you. So this is for ManyChats. As you can see, there are many, many, many more. I have limited time today, so we can go into more details. I do have a person that can set this up for you for a fee, so then you can take off that hassle of technical stuff. And I don't want this to be an excuse where you don't have enough tech background. I don't want that to stop you. So I do have a person that can set this all up for you. I do have more detailed tutorials for you guys, but I just want to show you that these three softwares that I have are crucial. So we went through Repurpose, which is getting all the content repurposed to different platforms. ManyChats is only for Instagram and Facebook, which we went over, where people comment and it will trigger a automation and send them more info, more link, the purchase link, follow-up messages on Instagram. So now we're on to System.io, where we trade in their information for more info that they wanted. Okay. So this one is System.io. Wait, are you guys seeing this? Yes. So this is the dashboard of System.io. System.io has a free version as well. Again, there will be limitation, but a free one will work. So as you can see, this is a software where I get leads. Again, other than ManyChat getting leads from Instagram, I'm getting leads from a landing page. Landing page meaning that it is somewhere that we send our leads to. Let's see, a landing page would be like this. A landing page would be like this, where I send them a free guide, and this is what they would see, where they can give me their email and first name for the guide that I'm giving them. So this is a freebie that I give out. So I give out a free gut guide to my audience for trade of their email and name so that I can keep nurturing them down the road. So this is a landing page, we call, where people land on it. So as you can see, everything on the landing page can be edited. So from title to the image to everything. Okay, this is System.io, where it allows you to build a landing page and it creates a funnel. So this is a funnel where there's step 1 and then step 2. So let's say this is the landing page and they land here from my Instagram. They want a free guide. So they have to type in their email. This is just for show, for example. And let's say this is a person from Instagram. Her name is Jean, and they land on my free guide page, and they want to go on to next, and this will be the next page. So the guide will be sent to them by System.io, and then they watch a video, and then here's an upsell of a bundle that I have from the guide, and then they can either purchase it, so they can click right away to the purchase landing page. So this is called a funnel, where we funnel every step of the process so they get more value and they get more solution to their problem. Okay, so back to System.io, this is where you see there's these are the people how they're trading their emails to and names for the things that I'm giving them. So going back to funnels, we can build different funnels. We can create a new one with different purpose. So you want to name it gut guide. We're building a new one from scratch. So your funnel goal can be building audience, meaning you're trading your name and email for something that you're giving them, or you can sell them a digital product right away, or you can have customized, or you can even have a webinar. So for all the coaches right there, if you are getting people from webinars, like you're giving a free content webinar, let's say helping people with their lower back issues for physiotherapists, or for people who are in some kind of coaching, you have a webinar, you can have a evergreen webinar where you constantly trading your webinar for their email and name. So this works for all types of professions, coaches, and any niches. For this one, we'll just build an audience, which means we're collecting their email address and building the email list so that we can help them further along. So once we have it, we have to go in here. The squeeze page, meaning is a landing page. We have templates that's given by System.io where everything is customizable. So there are many templates. If you're not a designer, it's okay. Just pick one and work around with it. So this is the landing page where they land on, where they trade their email. Let's say this one. Let's select this one just for sake, and then we can edit page. So everything on here is editable. So let's say I don't like all this. You see the trash can, you can just delete this whole thing and it'll be gone. Let's say I don't want testimonial, I delete it. Everything here is customizable, okay? And our main page, our main function of, our main function of a landing page is really to collect emails and they can go to the next step, right? So you can have all these where you giving them more info or highlights of the benefits that you're giving them. If it's a webinar, what is it teaching? What value are you giving them? Case studies, everything is customizable. Again, like if you type here, you can start editing. Everything can be customizable. Even this logo can be customizable. Everything can be changed. So again, there's no set right or wrong. And then, so let's say we have the landing page set up, then we want to go to our thank you page. So once they set up the name and email, what do they see? So on our thank you page, we have to choose as well. So we want to choose something that works with you. Again, go back to the color scheme and everything. And then this is the thank you page where they land on. And then let's say I select this one and we edit it. So everything again here is customizable. You can upload a pre-recorded video on the right, as you can see here, a direct link, or you can even upload a file. And yeah, this is a very simple two-step funnel. So I can give you, I will let you see one of my existing funnels. Okay. My existing funnel here, I have a wellness guide. So it's the same gut guide that I'm sending out to people. We can see the whole funnel right here. This one, they land on this funnel. This is what they get. And yes, so this is my first step. So we can edit this page, yeah? So from this, we can edit anything, get their name and email. This is the button that they will press. The button text can be altered right here. Always anything alteration is always on the left side. If you hover anything over on the trash can is delete, the gear is to edit it. On the bottom here, you can go desktop view or on the mobile view. Most likely, most people right now will be using a mobile view, so you want to make sure the mobile layout makes sense. So this is exactly how it would look like for someone who enters the mobile view. So you can also A/B test on system IO. So meaning that I have two welcome page, one that looks like this. So A version looks like this, okay? And then B version looks like this. It's great to A/B test to test out what layout, what information works the best, because we want to test. And the great thing about testing is that it gives you stats. It gives you, if it goes into the A, so this is the A, and then this is the C, how many people are visiting, and the conversion rate. So anything over 20% is great. And then it'll tell you which one you can keep testing it. So let's say here I'm seeing that my A version is doing better than my C version. If it's not by a lot, then I want to change it up. Okay. So right now I'm testing two welcome page, and then I only have one thank you page, meaning they only land on one particular page afterwards. So this is the thank you page, which you guys saw already. I can also show you another funnel that is for another thing that I'm promoting. So this one has more A/B testing. So there's two welcome pages and two thank you pages, meaning it's constantly testing which one is doing better. And so on the conversion on my thank you page, there's 0 is because I don't have a next step. Like I didn't activating this step. So it's only randomizing these two steps, two thank yous and two squeeze page. So as we can see, this is not doing as well as the before. So there's more things that we can improve on, right? And we can see how many people are going into it. And we can see how we can edit all these informations. So for this particular opt-in. This is a step 2 opt-in where they already enter. So, okay, so this is the first step. This is where they come in, they give me the information. I have some testimonials at the bottom. Once they enter the information, they will go to step 2, which is the thank you page, where they would see the ultimate video that I want them to watch. So after they watch, I give them 2 options. These are the buttons. Again, you can add buttons on the side right here. So there are many different things that we can play around with System.io, building the funnel. Every funnel has its own job, but a simple funnel is just getting their name and email and sending them whatever you want them to see. There are a lot of functions on System.io. So funnel building is one of them, having funnels, and then collecting the emails. And then we can also have automation, meaning that we tag the contact with a tag right here, so we know where they're coming in from. It also gives us a blogging section and product section. So if you're selling physical product or online courses, it has an option to do that as well, all in one place. What else? Contacts. It adds tags, like I said, so we can differentiate where it's coming in from. Because if I'm promoting the wellness guide versus the info for the water, then we want to know what this contact is from. And then from email, we can have campaigns to send more emails out to this particular group of people. Let's say if it's our water, we want to send them different emails where you can go in and send them these emails that we're pre-setting, and we're sending it to the group that is named water info. Also, it gives us stats of opening and click-through rates. So once we have their emails from our landing page, it goes into our contacts where we tag them with the right tag. So when we do our email campaigns, these tags will matter, because then when we target them, we want to put the tags on the email side. I hope all these make sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. But essentially, this software collects emails, build your landing page where you can funnel them down where you want them to go, and then retarget and nurture them with emails all in one place, along with automations where you can retarget them, subscribe to different campaigns. Campaigns are email campaigns, so all these email campaigns. Campaigns where you can send them different emails. So these are all different emails with different open rates and stats, and keep nurturing them with the things you want to promote, or that would help them solve that particular pain point. Okay, so I probably need another day with you guys to go over every detail of System.io, because I feel System.io is a very complicated multi-function software that you can leverage. But in simple ways, you can just collect emails, tag them with the right tags, and then build email campaigns with different emails here, and then get them to click on the link that you are promoting whatever product you are. Or you can even sell them your own course, your own digital course. So it's also here as well. So I have 2 digital courses here. Okay, so this is the kind of bird's eye view of all the software that we're using. And it's important to set this all up. That's why I have the homework for you guys is to set up some kind of automation. So I want you to set up at least one ManyChat prompts because the free ManyChat allow you have one ManyChat prompt, and the free System.io funnel can allow you to have at least one funnel for free. So these are the two free options that you can start today, okay, to test out these softwares, to test out the fun of automation. So you don't have to reply to these people on a regular basis. These AI software tools will be doing it for you so that you can focus on coaching. So you can focus on content creating. You can focus on the actual money generating actions. But all these nurturing these leads, replying to leads, nurturing these leads, keep on providing value for these leads are done by these systems, ManyChats and System.io. So all these are definitely doable, and you can set it up before your whole business gets very hectic. Or if it's already very hectic, you want to place these systems in place so that you have more time to get more business or really work on people who are already your paid clients. So yeah, our time is up. I hope that this week's really give you value in setting up all these softwares. Make sure if you have any questions, you can always message me and we can go over in detail because it is a lot. This step is the key on top of the foundation that we have set up. These software help me a lot. As you can see, it sends out 10,000s of messages. I can never send out that many messages, even when I'm sleeping. So we want these in place so that you can have more time. And it can nurture your leads properly. So I hope these will help you out in terms of nurturing, building more email lists, and have all the software in place. Next week, we'll go into creating the reels, creating the content that will drive people commenting, drive the leads into the system, okay? So, but before we have that knowledge, we need to set up the system so that when people come in, it's getting automated down the funnel. So that's why one step at a time, we need to build these steps and softwares in place. So when we do the content, when people do come in, we don't have to worry about sending them down the right path. Automation and systems are doing it for us. Okay. So thank you again. Thank you. Make sure you guys do your homework. It's very important. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you next week.